that day was catastrophic for Bali. We had flash flooding.
Almost
Buildings
everywhere.
physically went under. I just remember getting messages from Robbie saying, Ibu, like, Bosku, so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm worried about your car. I'm flooded in. I was like, you okay? He's like, yeah, but the car's not. And I was like, I don't care about the car. Are you okay?
Yeah.
And he was so concerned. But then photo, the work car went under.
I just said, I'm not doing this. Like, this is stupid. So I was like, I'm cancelling. Obviously.
So we cancelled the wedding.
We cancelled the wedding. And then Leah had a moment to cool down and not be such a hothead. And then realised, you're probably going to lose all those deposits, Leah.
Not probably. You were
are.
getting, even
100%
as a
was.
wedding planner, you were not getting those
I was
deposits
100%
back.
never getting
like,
them back.
Everything was paid. Ceremony, lighting, everything's going into place. And then I go look at the flowers. So I walk out to the flowers and I'm like, these are not the colours.
I think I know this one.
These are not the colours. Not only did we revise this, I sent you a run sheet a month ago and we sent you an updated run sheet a week ago. Did you even look at them? I said, show me your emails. And I physically made the florist go get her laptop out. And she opened the laptop and said, show me your emails. She opened the emails and she goes,
Why don't
see?
I know this forest?
And then I literally, she had like 40 unread emails. I'm like, there's my last run sheet a week ago. And there's my other one. You haven't even opened these. Welcome to part 2 of Bali Weddings Unveiled. This is the first episode. We've actually had to split into 2.
I think it's because we've had a lot going on.
Welcome to part 2. There's been a lot going on in the last couple of months. We've got Leah here, which Leah is like it's supposed to be a couple times a year, but this is the first time we've had you in the potty catch up. So this is part 2, continuing on. Thank you for rejoining us. Well, let's try and spread these out within a week, I reckon.
Yeah.
So with that venue,
Yes.
I just feel like, you know, as a wedding planner, we go to bat for you. Okay, that is our job as a wedding planner, but also know what we're dealing with behind the scenes.
Yeah.
Like, it's not just as simple as, hey guys, this is the lighting I want, or this is the sound that I want. Like, we then have to get it all approved. There's got to be an event management plan. There's got to be a floor plan of like, we're going to put the sound system there and the lights there and the DJ
contract.
booth there. Like, there's also some venues, right, that you are only allowed to stick the bar on a specific part of that venue because they don't want to damage the grass. So there's a lot of logistics that go in behind the scenes.
That was bizarre to me.
Oh, the venue
Stop
that's changing.
ripping out the real grass and leave it, please. It's so much
See,
nicer.
and this is where, I love you, this is where being a remote planner, you've got no idea what goes on here.
I know that the grass starts. Look, I know, I get it.
All right, so
Grass
let's backtrack because this is a very
Yeah.
good thing for the monthly recap. What happened last week, Britta? I woke up at 3 a.m. on whatever day it was last week because time does not exist in Bali right now. I woke up at 3 a.m. and we have at home a puppy, a Bali dog. Me and Britta live together. I have a son. He's 10 years old. We have a cat. The cat lives outside. And at 3 a.m., bang, thunder.
I know.
Okay?
It
Thunder
was
started at 3 a.m.
massive.
Now, my puppy is beautiful. You weren't here. Were you?
Yeah, remember I was messaging you.
You were here.
was here.
That's right, we were talking. So
I was like,
last week,
bloody
3
hell.
a.m., bang, I woke up to thunder and lightning. Now,
That
I
lasted
had...
about 3 hours, I think.
Yeah, so I was
Or
awake
not.
at 3 a.m. It started and it was just flash. Even though my curtains were flash, bang. Now, my Bali
my
dog
God.
is terrified of thunder.
But
I'm
when
going to put a
we-
photo
like,
of him right here.
I feel like the storms in Bali are next level. Like, yeah, we get pretty good storms
It
in
was
Queensland.
So it'd be,
loud,
you know,
in
like,
hindsight, it'd
but
been raining the day before that
it
your wedding
feels
got
like
rained.
an earthquake is going off because when
Apparently
you
there
see the
was an
flash,
earthquake at some
the
point.
bang is happening almost instantaneously.
Oh, yeah, it was like it was
And
on top of
then-
you. My son decided to go into the pool with
Yeah.
this. And I was like, get out.
But
before
then-
you're electrocuted.
The whole villa where we're living
Shaking.
is
Yeah.
shaking, and I'm just in bed because I'm kind of used to it. You've only just moved upstairs, so you're not as used to it.
And you'd only just got
I'm
home
a
from that
poor-
wedding
oh,
at
yeah,
like
really bad
midnight.
sleeper.
So like imagine we're getting to bed at midnight because we've had a wedding. Britta's been stressed. She's been running around. We were drenched. We were at that elopement. We were
Yeah.
soaked because it was raining at our wedding.
And I'm
so,
a really
that's right.
terrible sleeper. Like I
and so 3 a.m. thunder starts. So then my Bali
It
dog.
started at 2 a.m.
Well, 3 a.m. is when I woke
Oh.
up. So
Yeah.
maybe I don't know if it hit different parts at different times.
Yeah,
of Bali.
must have.
So 3 a.m. my dog comes in. Now my dog's big. He's
Yeah.
a big Bali dog. Photo here. He's literally petrified. So he's in my bed And for the first half an hour, he's like trying to snuggle with me. He's getting onto my shoulder. The thunder's going off. He's convulsing. And then after a few minutes, he's going blind. He's old. I just hear Christian, because Christian's got into bed with me. And then I just hear Christian go, buddy, it's okay. You're safe. Like, because he knows the dogs. So I don't know if he's awake, but then within the hour, we're all awake. By 5:30, we're out of bed. And I physically got out of bed at 5:30 because I was like, I've got things on today. What's the bet? The road is flooded. So I go out the front. I'll put a video here. That's my street. My street is now a river. So I go back to bed, and then I think I didn't even sleep. Me and Christian got up. We started watching TV. And then that day was catastrophic for Bali. We had flash flooding.
Almost
Buildings
everywhere.
physically went under. Like, we have a couple of cars for work. So we've got my personal car, and then
We'll put in some videos of where Robbie lives as well.
Yeah, so photo
Robbie and
here.
Ryan.
I have a work car, and the work car at the moment takes Christian to school in the morning. One of our team comes, picks Christian up, takes him to school, and he'd taken the car home, which he does a lot of the time. It's like, can I take the car home? I'm picking Christian up. Yeah, no problems. I don't care. But I just remember getting messages from Robbie saying, Ibu, like, Bosku, so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm worried about your car. I'm flooded in. I was like, you okay? He's like, yeah, but the car's not. And I was like, I don't care about the car. Are you okay?
Yeah.
And he was so concerned. But then photo, the work car went under. It was completely underwater.
She went under.
She went under. Now it's
It's
Bali.
at the office right now.
It's Bali. There's no insurance on that car. So the car's basically written off. But it's a physical item. So in hindsight, like, yes, I'm very upset, but like, Robbie's safe, his family's safe, his kids are safe. But like, that day was pure chaos. Like, Robbie got flooded in. They're physical downstairs. I'll put the video here.
There's a photo
underwater.
of Ryan and baby, and
So Ryan, little Ryan, who was one of our...
I'm not a hugger, and I think I hugged them both when they came into the office.
Yeah,
I
so-
did as well.
Yeah.
Like, are you okay?
That day, like, we knew it was bad, but our road always floods. So we didn't know how bad it was until we started checking social media. And then Robbie's sending me videos that they're like trapped in the house. They're on the second floor. They can't get out. My car's underwater. Ryan was with Robbie, and he's physically been evacuated on a makeshift shaft. I'll put the photo here, with his little baby being evacuated out. People have lost cars. People have lost homes. People have been displaced. I'm trying to make sure, like, you've been evacuated. Where are you going? That's the day I had the massive fight with the supplier, who was demanding, if you don't have all the answers to me by 3 p.m. today, I'm not doing the wedding.
Oh, well.
Well, it wasn't like we
I
obviously needed that.
I know.
But she was trying to tell me it was a booking that came through yesterday, whereas I had proof we booked it a month ago.
Yeah.
So like, there's just been so much going on in the last month. So that was also, like, obviously sick, flooding. It was really sweet, actually. I think I told you on the way here before. So one of my clients, Myra Matt, love you. I had an email today, Leah. Actually, it might have come through yesterday. Like, I'm not really on my emails right now. But I had an email come through, and obviously we check in with clients. We give them homework. We need replies. So I emailed this client maybe 2 weeks ago. Blah, blah, blah. This is what I need from you right now. This is reply from supplier, whatever it was. I don't really know, because I just saw the email back today. And it was like, Tristan, I'm so sorry for the delay. I actually saw your email come through, and then I saw that Bali was flooded and everything that was going on. So I thought I'd just give you some space to deal with everything.
Bless him.
I hope you and the team are okay and everyone's safe. Here's all your replies below. And I just, like, this morning, my respect for that client just went whoosh. Like, she didn't need to say that. She could have just written back everything at the time. But she actually sat back and went, is everyone okay?
Yeah.
So, like, Bali, it was disastrous. And, like, the last week calls, everyone's like, are you okay? And I'm like, well, like, physically we're okay. Like, obviously there's a lot of displaced people. There's a lot of people that have lost homes. Like, we lost a car. Yes, it's bad, but we're safe. So in hindsight, we're okay.
I've had a handful of clients, like, in their last couple of emails, like, oh my God, the flooding, like, are you guys all okay? Like, actually checking in. I'm like, that's
And then
so
we
nice.
had the opposite. I had a,
so nice.
It's so nice.
I got lost for 4 hours because of the flooding, but that's another story. But we couldn't. Issue happened. Anyway, I went back to the client. We're 2 weeks out.
Oh, because some of the warehouses went under.
So I walked past, they were saying, that's how lost they got.
Very lucky. We have a warehouse for a lot of hire items. We were completely safe. But, like, actually, I don't know if I told you guys, but Jess from S1.E23 messaged me the other day, hey, do you have another contact for this one particular item she needed for a wedding this week? They lost their warehouse.
Yeah, because I ended up in that area somehow. I walked past multiple of our suppliers somehow.
Yeah.
And they were damaged.
Yeah.
And I just went to the client and I said, look, we can't give you this napkin. Here's the alternative. Look,
Because they lost it all or it's damaged or whatever.
it's like some got damaged in a wedding, some got
They
lost.
complained a bit, didn't they?
Yeah, they kicked off. They had a go on me. It's like everything should have been locked in. And I was
It
like,
was,
I
but
was like,
Mother
it was,
Nature.
I know, that's what I said.
You can't help a
Natural disaster.
Are you joking?
disaster.
No.
No.
I think it's
She
just
told me yesterday. I was like, are you serious?
I think it was just a stress moment, you know, like a Leah in a
But
meltdown
also
last night.
it's
But
All right, so like I'm just going to reframe this, and this is a very like good insight to people to how we work. So when you told them what had happened,
I gave them
did you
3
present?
options.
Okay, so you did present them options, because my big thing is we don't go to
Sure
a client
did.
with a problem. So
Nope, gave
it's
them 3
these
options.
napkins that are damaged. This is the closest thing. Here's your 2 different options. So you did that, and she still complained.
There was an option, literally, I wouldn't be able to tell the colour difference, and I'm very particular on those things. Like, that's how close the match was. The option was get a full refund, we get it from someone else.
Yeah.
We use the latte napkin instead of the sand napkin. Or we use the venue napkins and we get a full refund still. Still was angry.
So you presented what had happened that was completely out of our control, presented new options, and they were still not happy. No, mate, fuck off.
It was
Sorry.
a natural disaster, you know?
I was like, I literally was like, I
And you know, these are the kind of clients Steph looks out
she's
for.
been
and I'm like,
amazing though.
no.
Like, I just
get it, you're
She's
stressed,
just had a
but
moment.
If it's like it's this pink or this pink,
I know, that's why I was like, I shouldn't have said anything really. But I'm like, also I feel like I'm lying to them if I don't say
look,
something.
this is probably very controversial for your client. If they're not going to notice the difference.
That's why I'm like, I thought maybe I
You
should
make
have
a
just said
decision
it.
for
Like,
them,
yeah,
and you
that's
just
why I
don't
should have
tell
just been
them.
like, yep, okay.
I had a decision a few years ago, and it was like, this happened, and I didn't even tell the client. I just replaced it with another company, and they never
Well, I
knew.
think we had to do that earlier this year with
I
one
had
of
to
them,
do
and
that
I was
in
like,
February.
yeah,
we did at Wonderland, remember, because the tablecloths came in there all damaged. Was
yeah,
that
and
your
I was-
wedding or
yeah.
Lys's wedding?
No,
Yeah,
that
your
was me.
wedding.
And I was like,
I don't think we've told them. Like
no,
we
they have no idea.
We had 7, 8 tablecloths ordered
was
from a
9.
company, 9,
Yep.
and 5 of them were damaged. And of course,
And the napkins.
and then so when we figured out they were all stained and we couldn't actually use them, it was like, well, we need to get 4 from another company. But what if the 4 from another company were a completely different color? So we just ordered 9 from another company.
Yeah, and we couldn't
got
get
a full
hold of
refund.
the other company.
And then we, out of the goodness of our hearts,
Yeah,
actually,
there
it
was a
was
difference.
about $100 difference, and we covered it. We didn't even, because we just didn't want to deal with that situation.
How do you go to a client? Like, this is the benefits of having a wedding planner.
I mean, obviously, we probably should have told the other company they have to pay for it, but I was like, I just don't want to deal with that one. Don't want to tell them, like, it's $100.
so how do you, like,
For me, that's not much money. You
but
know,
imagine
like,
being a bride
But I
and
feel like
dealing with
it's
that
just,
on your day.
It's the things that we do. Like, I had a wedding in February. I was
any other
meant
wedding
to
planner
have-
would have charged them. We didn't.
I was meant to have a 360
I
photo
wouldn't be able
booth.
to- yeah.
And then they cancelled on me last minute or something because they were like, oh, actually, we don't have enough staff. I was like,
But we
What?
booked
but
you.
we booked you. What do you mean? And they were like, oh, we can't do the wedding now. And I was like,
No.
okay, what?
What?
And we're a few days, literally, I think we're 2 days out from the wedding. Deposits, full payment has been made,
How
actually.
can they take the
And-
full payment?
Well,
and then
that's what I
turn around
said
and
to him.
say
Like, I don't understand how you don't have a team and we paid a deposit like however long ago.
How does that happen?
Like,
and then when we paid the final
how
bill,
does this happen?
and then when we paid the final bill, that's when they were like, "Oh, we're actually not available." I'm like, "What do you mean?" Anyway,
What about our
that was
content
2
creation?
days out, and I ended up getting love you Motu. Motu was available, and got
I don't
Motu out.
understand
They were
this
the
thing.
exact same price, so thank God. But the bride never found out about that. Like that's
Yeah.
the shit that we deal with a couple of days out from the wedding. Sometimes
Yeah.
you won't ever find out.
Do you know what I loved? I think it was Alyssa's wedding. We had a wedding a few weeks ago. It actually was a few weeks ago, though. And we had booked and paid for, I actually don't even know what, I think it was content. No, it was content creation. Brooke and Josh. Not Brooke and Josh. It was after Brooke and Josh. Anyway, we'd booked and paid for a content creation that the client wanted. New company we hadn't worked with, but they'd found them. So we're like, yeah, sure, we'll work with them. We booked, we paid, sent the money, whatever. Anyway, so we send them the final payment, like a month out from the wedding. Send them the receipt, send them their start times, and you know what they write back? Oh, we didn't hear back from you, so we've already booked the stay.
What do you think the money in your account was for?
Exactly. So we're like, sorry, what do you mean? You sent us an invoice, we paid the invoice. Yeah, but you didn't tell us you'd paid it.
Babes,
Does the
come
money
on.
not going into your bank account?
did you not spend that money or is it still sitting there?
And it's also clearly marked Bali Brides, client, and the date when
Yeah.
we send a payment. And Amwar physically
Emma
sends.
sends in the receipt.
So I don't know if it had gone to junk, but they're like, oh, well, sorry, but we hadn't heard from you, and we have a wedding that day. And we're like, but we've paid. Oh, well, we'll refund you.
Actually, that what happened to me on Sunday.
That what happened to
The
me?
cake company forgot about my cake.
Oh, they forgot about your cake.
No, literally, because whenever
It's
a
been
cake,
like a while, 2
whenever a
months of
cake doesn't
mistakes.
arrive between like 12 to 2, I'm like, all right,
Where's my
weird.
cake?
Let me check in on them. I'll message them.
I'm going to
They're
put
like,
some cryptic
"Oh."
code on these run sheets.
They were like-
and they've got to find it to make sure they've read it soon. It's going
They
to
don't
be
read
a
the
game
run
soon.
sheet.
And they were like, oh, we didn't realize it was booked in. You didn't send us a receipt. And I go through, I find the receipt. I'm like, here you go. It was paid like a week earlier. because everything was last minute for this wedding.
I know which wedding you're talking about.
You were sent the receipt.
You were sent and literally it's got the client names on there and the date. And they're like, oh, you never sent it to us. I'm like, I
What?
mean, Anwar
And
pays
so-
all
and-
the bills.
and so
I'm
you're-
not the accountant
So
here.
we're now scrambling
No.
trying to find the receipt. Like,
So
I'm pretty
I
sure we
sent it
sent
to them
it.
and they're like, oh, okay, no problem. And thank God, they're great company. But they were like, okay, we'll
We got
get
the
it there
cake.
to you by like 6 p.m. I'm like, thank you. Because otherwise I would have had no cake.
But you know, like,
How do you how did you explain that?
well,
to
see,
the
this is the thing with the content creation. So my big thing with the planning team is you never go to a client with a problem. You go to the client with, here's the problem, but here's solutions we've come up with, and this is what we're going to do to fix it. So then they can,
pick.
if we have to present it, if we can just fix it behind the scenes, we fix it. If not, we obviously present it. So I've then gone to Alyssa. You know what? Let's just blacklist that company. We'll never work with them again. Fuck them. Here's a couple of other content creations. But of
scared.
course, now we have to find a company within that budget.
Yeah.
So thank goodness we went to the client and said, this is what's happened. We're so sorry. We have 2 other content creation companies on hold at a similar price range. That one's more expensive. This one's cheaper, not as well known. And so we booked another content creation. But like, this is the shit that we have been dealing with behind the scenes. And then like, just on your thing with the cake, I had a wedding 2 weeks ago. Yep, 2 weeks. It was the day I was sick. So I arrive at the venue and I've gone out. So normally when we arrive in venue, we go to certain places first to check. So I always check in with the bride, make sure she's okay. Then I go straight to ceremony, straight to furniture, make sure the ceremony, lighting, everything's going into place. And then I go look at the flowers. So I walk out to the flowers and I'm like, these are not the colours.
Oh, I think I know this one.
These are not the colours.
I think you sent it to me. You're like,
No.
orange.
No, was it
Was it
yours?
the
No, it was
orange one?
Alyssa's. That was another wedding. We fixed that. So anyway, I get out there and I'm like, these are not the colours. And then the florist is like freaking out. And she's like, no, this is what I sent Alyssa. I'm like, when? And she was like showing me the emails. And I'm like, yeah, but we revised this and you sent us an updated bill. And she was still showing me the same run sheet. And I said, not only did we revise this, I sent you a run sheet a month ago and we sent you an updated run sheet a week ago. Did you even look at them? I said, show me your emails. And I physically made the florist go get her laptop out. And she opened her laptop. I said, show me your emails. She opened her emails and she goes,
Why do I
see?
feel like I know which florist?
And then I literally, she had like 40 unread emails. I'm like, there's my last run sheet a week ago. And there's my other one. You haven't even opened these. And so I said, look,
it's going to be a secret password, honestly.
I
on
am
those run
not.
sheets.
I am not paying any extra money. You will fix this. You will get me the correct flowers. This is not on me. This is on you. And we fixed it by the ceremony time. But like, this is the shit we're dealing with behind the scenes. So when we are giving you obviously weddings remotely, like there's so many things that you're doing that are going wrong behind the scenes there. But on the day, it's like a whole different ball game because
I
it's
mean,
like we're now
yeah.
on the day. Why is this
And I
happening?
often feel hopeless. But I've started to work out. I think now that I'm starting to know suppliers better and getting a relationship with them, obviously harder because I don't see them face to face. Like the other day, I had an issue with cushions, and I was like,
Oh yeah,
These
I
aren't the
took a photo of
cushions?
the cushions. I'm like,
and the next thing we
Leah,
knew, the
these
right
don't
cushions were
match
rocked
the
up.
brief. What
I was like, they are
because it was
hideous.
like, because what were they? They were like
They were
yellow,
hideous.
blue, pink, and I'm
Or
like,
they were like dull.
and I took a
just
photo. I'm
not-
like, are these the cushions that you ordered? Can you just check the invoice for me? And she was like, nope.
They're
what the
hideous.
hell are they?
Do you know what's funny? My wedding on Saturday, right? So obviously there's a lot of things that we change after a final meeting with the client. Like it might be like we've removed 3 for catering or 1 more, or like it's always little things, or photography's now starting at 1, not 2. So we're setting up this wedding on Saturday, and because it was a remote planner, like I know 90% of the details, but there's always going to be a bit of questions on the day, which is why like the remote planners have to be on call on the wedding day. We need to be able to check in with them. So anyway, furniture hire company comes over to me and they go, where do we want this? And I'm like, what is that? And it's literally like a chest of drawers. And I'm like,
What?
so I'm going through the wedding brief and I'm like,
Why a chest of drawers?
I don't understand.
so
Yeah,
I'm like, I'm looking at, I'm like, could be a welcome table, registry table, maybe we're putting in photo booth. So I'm going through, I can't find it. Check the furniture invoice, it's not on there. And then I said, I didn't order that. And they said, yeah, you ordered that with the altar table. So I look at the altar table matches the arch. It's the beautiful Javanese one. And I was like, okay. So then I messaged Melissa, hey, just checking. What's this for? She goes, I didn't order that. And I said, yeah, it got ordered with the Java table. She goes, I didn't order the Java table either. So she's like literally ordered altar tables. But everyone's so busy that they just, I don't know how, if that was meant for someone else, but they just sent us 2 items of furniture. And I was like, that's not for me.
That's
What
so
would you
random.
use a chest of drawers at a wedding for? I've
Well,
really
is it like
wondered
a-
this when
Well,
I
you know,
scroll.
like sometimes people have like unique things and we might put a guest book on there and like memorial table. So it's like a table. So it wasn't like drawers. It was like a table drawers.
So there is some drawers, like drawers.
Oh, like
But
a
there's
some
altar
altar
drawers.
table.
But no, it was like one of the like the long 2 meter, like you'd set up as a registry, guest book, candles, like, you know, that kind of
like a
vibe.
whole-
Okay.
But yeah, there's just like random things, like everyone's brains are delulu this time of year.
I feel like, and I honestly think everyone has been sick.
Yes.
I think I was talking to
Everyone
one of
I
my
know.
friends in a car, and I was like, I've been sick for about 3 weeks. And she was like, oh my God, me too. And I'm like, you too?
My hairdresser, I said to you the other day, my hairdresser was messaging me saying, I'm so sorry I missed your birthday. Well, hairdresser friend. I'm so sorry I've been so sick. I was like, same. She goes, you know what it's like? It's like in 2019 when we all had COVID. But
it's
we
worse
didn't.
than COVID.
No, she said it was when we all got sick with COVID, but
Yeah.
we didn't know it was COVID because COVID wasn't a thing. So me and Britta and
We
Christian
went to KL.
went to Malaysia. We came back deathly sick on our deathbeds coming in. We were scared we weren't going to get into the country because COVID, they didn't know it was COVID, but there was a sickness going around. So we came in and we were sick for weeks. And then obviously like a month later, it was like, well, there's this thing called COVID. We obviously had it, but we didn't know it was COVID. So I'm wondering if like a month there's going to be like this worldwide pandemic or like this illness that
It's
we've all
influenza
had.
B, I'm telling you.
Maybe.
Because I was sick for ages, and that's why I wasn't doing anything about me.
Well,
my
that's
throat.
what Tan.
Yeah.
You heard me, I think.
I'm like, am I allowed to talk about that? Tan, our friend Tan,
our
has
friend
just had
Tan.
that. We've got a very exciting project on the side, and we're just waiting for some final confirmations. You know the thing
You
that we
know the
can't talk
thing.
about yet, the very exciting project that we're going to be a part of.
Oh, yeah, the thing. Yep.
So
Okay.
Tan, who's in charge of that,
Okay.
We're working on the Bible.
we're working on the Bible. We were
Bible.
supposed to have a meeting a couple of weeks ago, and Tan basically said he's been down with the influenza.
The Bali
thing.
Brides Bible.
I thought
The
I had
Bali-
COVID, and then I tested and it said influenza B, and I was like, what the heck
Yeah, so
is
like I said to
influenza
Britta,
B?
I think it's COVID because my head feels like it's been squashed,
Yeah.
but everyone's been sick. Everyone's brains are hurting.
And then that started off my gastro, like my throat and everything. And I just thought, you heard me on the phone, and I was like, literally, like I sounded like I was dying.
well, that's
and
Christian
he was
right
like,
now. He
your
was
chest
flu
is
and
clear.
gastro.
He
I
was
think
like,
I was
this is your
messaging
throat.
you about some other clients. It's like it was all just there was a lot going on
Yeah,
at
there
once,
was
and
a
I was
lot.
just like, "I'm so sorry, but what's going
Yeah.
on?" And you're like, "Well, I've been in and out of hospital the last few days." I'm
Yeah.
like, "What do you mean? I know you went to surgery
And I was
one
like, I
day."
didn't have my laptop on me, and it was stressing me
Yeah.
out, and I couldn't update team
And,
up.
but
and
I didn't
know.
realize that you had gone back several times. All I knew was
Well,
you
I
had
to
one
go back
surgery
for
and then
emergency because it's
like
started
I was having to
bleeding.
go at you
What
or
the
something.
fuck
I'm like,
is this
"What
year?"
the fuck are you doing,
And I
Leah?"
was
And she's
like-
like, "I've been in hospital." I'm like, "What do you mean you've been in hospital?"
I'm trying
You've
to-
been in
I'm trying to
hospital.
catch up.
I've been in and out of hospital with my allergies. Christian's
Yeah.
obviously in hospital right now. I've got to go back there tonight and sleep on the floor again. Delightful.
But we're gonna have a Summer I Turn Pretty
Oh yeah, you're gonna come to the hospital
is
with me.
this?
final episode.
Have you not seen Summer I Turn Pretty?
I feel like you
It's
underestimate
like
how
Team
much
Did you,
people-
Conrad.
did you ever watch Gossip Girl?
Yeah.
Okay, so like Summer I Turn Pretty is like our Gossip Girl
Oh,
right
Blair
now.
was-
Like it's like
Is it
less
like Asian
dramery,
K-pop?
more romancy. But like it's so Christian's really gotten into it as well.
I
but
said
it
to
com-
Tristan, I was like, "At what stage do I stop watching like teenage love shows?"
Probably
Because
now.
I've always watched them and
I'm 10
love
years
them
older
to
than
death.
her, so.
At what age do I stop watching
Yeah.
these shows?
And it's the finale
And
tonight,
say,
and
it's gonna happen to me.
we've all been watching it together. But
It's not
obviously,
going to happen to you. It's not like the movies, okay?
Christian's in hospital. It's big at the moment, so if we get on social media, we're going to see it. So we're going to have a little hospital party tonight, and we'll watch it together
cute.
from hospital. I completely forgot what we were talking about.
We're talking about
Sickness.
sickness,
Sickness
illness.
and health.
Oh, actually, this is what I was thinking about. This is kind of the other thing that's happened in the last 2 months. So I was obviously very sick. We had my birthday, and I thought I was getting better, but this has been the thing with the sickness, up, down, up, down. I'm like, I'm fine today, and then the next day I was like, I lost my voice. But last week, was it last week? We went to the village.
Yes.
The village.
So if
didn't.
you are a client of ours or you have been on site visits, you would probably have met either Katut or Kadek from Bali Bound. They are our,
2 weeks ago. Holy
was it 2
shit.
weeks ago?
Yep.
The time doesn't exist in
Yeah.
Bali.
Because the floods happened last week.
Yep. So we have a company called Bali Bound who we exclusively use for all of our transport. Like there's millions of drivers in Bali, but this company, I don't know, they're above and beyond like
They're
little
just family.
They're family. They're basically family. So
They
we've
look
worked with
after
these
you.
guys for like 10 years. Like it's been a long relationship. And I'm a creature of comfort. Once I find a good company, I love using them. And over the years, I've used other transport companies. And literally remember, I sent that transport company home. Was
Oh
it
my
earlier
God.
this year or last year? Because I caught the drivers drinking on the job. And I
What
was
about
like,
the one at the
How about
10-year
that
party?
one? Yeah, the anniversary
oh,
party.
the anniversary
They
party. I
took me
drive
home
them.
and then just
We
left.
booked them for the end
I
of the
know.
night, and
They were gone.
They
They were
took
nowhere
me
to
home
be
and
we had
just
no way to
left.
get home. We had to get Gojeks.
I know,
and it
so
took us
bad.
like 40 minutes to get a Gojek at 2 a.m. So
Yeah.
like we've worked with other
I was in
companies.
bed.
These guys are so reliable. So I just always use them. I mean, they're so sweet. Like nothing you can do to upset them or is too much trouble. Like even
I don't know, maybe the other week was maybe too much. Are they swimming? Remember? When they were waiting outside the villa?
what villa?
to pick up the bride to take.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my God, I was like, I'm so sorry.
The bride
I
was
on
just
the
not
phone.
getting in the car. She was running late. Her and makeup were at the venue.
hour
And the
and a half
driver's
later.
like, we obviously sent the driver to go pick them up.
And he was
They're in
so
the pool.
stressed out.
They mentally half an hour ago,
that's
like,
right.
yeah. But anyway, this company, gorgeous. Like, Kadek, the owner of the company, and his two wives, I don't even know what you'd call Katut. Like, it's not his company, but, like, he's second in charge, I guess. Kind of like you to Bali Brides. He's the 2IC. So, Kadek, who I've worked with for 10 years, 3 years ago, his father passed away. And when that happened, we're a very supportive, loving little family here. We sent him money. We sent him things for the ceremony. We all chipped in. All the staff sent money over to him for the ceremony. And then probably 18 months ago, he messaged me and he said, darling, the big Balinese ceremony for my dad is on this date now. But his dad was very big in the Banja, like head of village. So he's basically taken over that role. Very big deal. I don't understand Balinese culture as much as I should. So he messaged me and said, can you please,
Really sweet.
on this date next year, in my village, big ceremony for my dad, I want the whole team there. Now, this kind of reflects me as a person. The dates were in September and it required 3 days. In our peak season, we could have easily taken 2 weddings on there. I blocked out the calendar for the entire fucking team. We took no weddings. We took no site visits. Like, it was 3 days off purely on the calendar a year ago. So it finally creeped up. 2 weeks ago, all of our staff, we went shopping. We bought kabayas, the Balinese outfits, photos here. And we went out to one of the random Balinese villages. We thought we were going to die driving the roads out there. And we spent 3 days with Kadek's village. And
we were very over the top. Every time we go around a corner, we'd be
Taking
like,
some gin.
we did. We took an esky full of drinks.
and Katut was like,
Katut the driver, like,
He was like,
you know, like, we're very bantery when you get to know us. Like, I always say there's 7 personalities of Tristan. There's mum Tristan, there's work Tristan, there's boss Tristan, there's friend Tristan, there's drunk Tristan. Like, I've got all these personalities and my voice literally changes depending on who Tristan I am. Like, so on that trip, I was not boss Tristan. I was like fun holiday Tristan. And Katut was fun holiday Katut, remember? Like, Katut was not professional Katut at all.
No, I would love to see that.
The following week, it was like, hey, you're a completely different person. Because, because last week you weren't my boss.
Don't talk to drunk Tristan. Talk to sober Tristan.
it was honestly like, I understand it, like it was a funeral. It was lovely being there.
It wasn't a funeral.
It's a celebration.
It was a
of life.
celebration.
It was
of
like
life.
sending him
They
off
do-
to.
That's beautiful though.
It was
they-
sending him off to his afterlife, basically, in his reincarnation.
It's not just him. It's
there were 10 people total.
10 people.
Because
so it's like
the
a group,
villages,
so they're all going off in.
well, because these ceremonies cost so much money.
Yeah.
When one happens in the village, it's like, has anyone else passed away in the village? Does anyone want to contribute? We'll do one for
It's
everyone.
nice that you're sending them off together though.
Yeah. So they basically, this was the final step before reincarnation. So now dad will go off, dad will be reincarnated according to the Hindu culture. So there was a massive 3-day celebration of life. So we put all the staff into a minibus. We blocked out the week. I booked
Stayed out
accommodation.
there.
It was a couple hours away. And we had like, it was actually really
Had a little
nice.
pool party.
But
You did.
the problem was I was still so deathly sick.
We were. We
So
were
like
so
I planned this trip a year in advance, and night 1 they had like, what were they called? Like sexy dancers. Let's see if we can put a video up here. So like it was
I
like
remember those things.
this fun thing where this Balinese girl comes out and you got to dance with her. So they pulled me up first. I don't know why. Like there was like 300
Of
people
course
there.
they're gonna, because you're blonde, blue eyes.
Well, I said to Britta before we got out there, I said, tonight when we go there, be ready to smile. She goes, why? I said, because I'm pretty sure we're going to be the only white people here. Like, we're going to be the only boules. We're going to be a photo opportunity. Well, within 5 minutes of sitting down, so we arrived there, right? There's maybe, I want to say 70 people.
Within seconds almost.
70 people. So Kadek runs away, gets us a chair, sit down. No, like, I'm in the village. Like, no one else is sitting down. I'm not sitting down. Gives me a chair, gives like 5 chairs for the Bali Brides team. Nobody else has chairs. So we sit down, and I'm not even joking, within 10 minutes, there's like 100 people behind us.
Yeah.
And then within like another 5 minutes, the kids are walking past
There's like
and
50
high-fiving
kids
us.
in front of us.
And then there's this little girl, and she's standing in front of me. She's high-fiving me, and she's just, I was like, do you want to sit on my lap? And she's like, so I've got this little girl on my lap, and then another little girl comes up. So I've got 2 kids on my lap.
of course you do.
And then they're like, then she gave us a friendship bracelet. Another one standing next to Britta. So we're like within, I want to say half an hour, there were probably 200 people just surrounding us. Like
That's
it
a
was
lot.
wild. And then these performances started. It was a beautiful night.
It was so funny.
It was so funny. Like the dancers, they pulled, was it Robbie up?
We got
Yeah, I
told
saw
that
the
it's
video,
actually
Robbie.
illegal to do these dances.
It's not like a common thing in a village. So you've got like old school Bali. So it used to be common, but it's not illegal. It's like frowned upon.
Yeah.
Kind of like gay marriage. It's not illegal,
Yeah.
but you can't do it.
Yeah.
So
But the dancers were like,
The
there was
dancers-
a girl in her traditional
Balinese outfit
Balinese
dancing.
outfit, you know,
And
like
then they come
those
up and they dance with her, and they get a bit
dancers.
cheeky with her. It was hilarious.
Yeah.
And my favorite part was
pulling
Robbie.
up all the
I
men.
think you guys send the video of Robbie.
Can we put the video up? Or is it
Yeah.
going to be culturally inappropriate?
No, I reckon
We'll put it up
video.
here. I will remove the song that I put on there. So like, so Robbie got up and danced. Robbie's got a wife. We love his wife. But Robbie got up into this dance, and then I jokingly put over the top, "Somebody come get her. She's dancing like a stripper." But like implying that was Robbie, not the Balinese girl, right? And then I sent it to his wife. So that was hilarious.
We brought drinks with us as well. Like,
So we had a gin
vibes.
party by the pool. We had sanitized first.
Yeah.
We'd had a cheese platter that afternoon. So day one was great.
How did
But
that
then
cheese go for you?
I didn't eat it.
Oh.
I've been really good with my allergies. I've actually I don't know if anyone at home's watched, but
No,
I've gotten quite
skinny
skinny. Yeah, I've been very
Can
good
I
with
be
my
allergic
diet.
to everything?
Yeah, I've been very
Might
good with
help.
my diet. So like I actually probably had 2 cubes of cheese and I stepped it there because the thing is I've got like 14 things I'm allergic to. So if I have one thing, I will only have one thing for the day. But previously I'd had 4 things and allergic react. So I've been very good.
Yeah.
So we had that big night, but because we were like, woohoo, yeah. The next day I woke up.
Sick.
I couldn't talk. Kutut was going out getting me medicine. I was down and everything. So that night I went to bed very early. And that was the big ceremony day. I got there and I was like, I feel like I'm going to pass out. But yeah, the whole team spent 3 days like doing the traditional Balinese village thing, traditional
That would
dress.
have been a great experience.
It was like, I'll
It
try
was
and put some
honestly
photos up
great.
here. But also like, I think that sets us apart from a lot of other companies. Like I am so down for supporting all of our suppliers and anything they want us to do.
care.
And for Quebec, even night 2 when we arrived there, like straight away, it was like, you guys have a table. I was like, no, like let the older people sit down. Like
Could I pick Jamie up from the airport? Like,
personally,
yeah, it was either him or
Kutut.
it was one of the two. And I just
Yeah.
said, just message him. He'll sort it out.
So like, I just feel like it's been such a massive couple of weeks. Like we've gone from sickness, we've had floods, we've had hospital visits, we've had this massive like Balinese village thing, plus all of the weddings. Like, I don't actually know how we've juggled all of it, but I'm pretty proud of us.
Yeah. It's been a lot.
It's been a lot.
And then obviously you arrived.
But I think that's just that. I feel like that's just probably any wedding planner, to be honest.
Yeah.
Like it's peak season.
There's
We're
been
sick,
a lot
but
of
we
changes
keep going.
as well, which was an adjustment, which I think threw us a bit.
with all the people we let go.
Yeah.
Like that's an adjustment. Like it doesn't matter good or bad. Like, you know, when someone leaves, it's obviously
Well, we
an
had to
adjustment.
downsize. And like we spoke about this on one of our last episodes that I, as a boss, fucked up a lot. Like I hired very quickly and we discussed this in the car on the way here. Like I just had the like
That's how Leah got hired.
I just had the most well, no, you
I know. I'm
you came in to help us with a thing and then you've slowly
Yeah.
moved through the roles. But I just had the most spectacular CV come across my desk and I was like, Tristan a year ago would have been like, let's have an interview or hired. Which is how a couple of our people got through the door because they look great on paper. But now like new Tristan is like, first, CV looks great. Here's 10 questions and they're like very strategic, but they're also like, tell me what your favorite cocktail is. And like, I love you guys at home, but if you don't have a gin and tonic with us at the party, you might be a great worker,
Jackson
but you
lemonade,
don't fit in with our team. So you're not going to be a good mesh for the team.
Yeah.
If you know, if I say we're having a movie night next week, who wants to come and you never attend a social event because it's outside of work hours, like I don't want you on the team. Like
Meanwhile, Leah jumps on a plane.
we have to spend so much time together because we work long hours and peak season. Outside of working, you need to fit with the team. So like my hiring process now, courtesy of my business school, is very strategic. It's very planned out. So like we've got people that were supposed to start a trial this week. Previously it wouldn't be a trial. It was like, you're great, loved your interview, here's your contract. And that's where we fucked up. So now it's like question 1, question 2, send me a video, interview 1, interview 2, trial. You get a 1-day trial if I like you, 1-week trial, team judges, and then you start with
You're
us.
very good at being transparent and involved in the team, though. Like, that's not.
Well,
often
I think
common.
I also took from Bali Event Hire when we had them in for their interview. They said that their team hires the team.
Yeah.
Because they need to work together.
Yeah.
They need to make sure that the people that they're hiring suit the team. And I think that's what I kind of fell down. I was like, oh, their resume is great. They've got so much experience. They're going to be great. But I haven't factored in what they were going to fit in with.
Gel. Yeah.
Like, you know, even like Thursday, like you were in the office the other day and it hit like 6 p.m. and I had one more call. You had one more call. And I just messaged the group chat, little gin, do we want a little treat? And everyone was like, yes. And then Al had nothing to do, so we sent him to buy gin. Well, we already had gin, so I sent him to buy tonic waters.
Al, you failed miserably,
Yes,
by the
'cause
way.
you got
This is
hot
the difference
tonic.
between a wedding planner and a staff member. What did
Not
Al
the hot
do?
tonic.
We sent him to buy tonic, and he brought back warm tonic, like just warm cans. Like, no, we want cold tonic for the gin
And
tonic.
only a few.
5 for a team
Five?
of like.
I thought it was going to be a gentle night.
No, because he's not a wedding planner. So
I
he's not logistic. Like he's very good. He's artistic.
Just buy a card.
He's great with people. Like that's not his role.
Amazing with
so like
people.
it was like the ongoing joke. Like tell me you're not a wedding planner without telling me you're not a wedding planner. He bought warm tonics and 5 of them. So yeah, but like the other night, like you're here at the moment and you're coming to the office. Like imagine, and this was one of our team members. It hit 6 o'clock and I'm like gin and tonic. And I was like, yeah. So like I've personally out of my own money ordered a bottle of gin, had it sent into the office. We found a bottle of whiskey because that's what you drink. Al's gone out and got drinks, but the company's reimbursed it. And then we were at the office till midnight just having drinks and a little like party outside.
Far out.
But if you're not going to stay and have a drink, or I get it if you've got kids, you've got something on. But if you've got nothing on that night and you're like, no, I don't want to hang out with the team. You're not my kind of person. Sorry.
You spend so much time with people. Like, I mean, we spend so much time on computer.
So our hiring process has actually gotten really good this year, I feel.
Yeah.
I mean, we haven't hired. I did a mass cull and we got rid of a lot of people, but now we're rebuilding and I feel like it's going to be a lot better.
I feel like it was essential for Bali Brides to scale back a little bit.
We grew so fast post-COVID and we fucked up a lot.
I think people were taking the mickey out of you as well.
Well, they were because like, as I said, like
generosity.
Some of our hires, like it was like, I've known that person for years. They're a fantastic wedding planner where they are, but I hadn't actually seen them work. I just kind of, you know what I mean? Like I'm like, no, they're great, but I hadn't actually physically seen that. So we offered them a year contract and then I was like, oh shit, like we're 7 months in and they're actually useless.
Yeah.
Well, not useless, but they're just.
No, I feel like they really did take the mickey out of you. Like you don't ask for much from your team. Like you are very trusting in us that we're going to do what we need to do.
Yeah.
You ask.
It's like if someone needs to take the morning off, like Tristan Trusted will be in the afternoon.
Or the other day, like, well, Britta promised me yesterday she's going to have it to me today. And I was like, well, it's 12 o'clock. She'll have it to you today.
And
like,
also,
I
that's
trust her. I'm not going to message her right now.
Like, our working hours start at 10 a.m. So, of
that's what I
course,
was like
that's only 2 hours into
If it
our
gets to
working day.
4:45 and she hasn't replied, then I'd be worried. It's literally midday.
Yeah.
She's been online for 2 hours. You're not the only thing she's dealing with.
And then
today.
I feel like these people you asked for very, very little. And when you're taking the piss out of that very, very little.
You know what, actually? So
not
like,
okay.
This is completely random, but on the way here today, we've got a staff member at the moment who I love. And this year, I think the pressure has been too much and they're not doing a great job right now.
Me?
No. But I literally said to Britta today, like, it's actually, like, sometimes I'm like, rah, and like, I question things and I'm like, what are we going to do about this? Because I do believe in like giving chance if I can.
Yeah.
Or if it's a major fuck up, like we've only ever terminated one person on the spot and that was a major breach in like my morals more than anything. And that was I found out it happened. They were fired an hour later. Don't even come to the office. So like I'm a big believer in giving second chances and letting people like fix things. So like this person's, not that they're like they've done nothing majorly wrong. It's just they're falling behind.
Yeah.
They're not keeping up. There's a lot of things happening behind the scenes personally as well that I know about.
Yeah.
But I was at the hospital last few days, been working a lot on the business, and there's a system that I wanted to introduce that I kind of said to them, hey, look, there's something we're going to be doing. We'll slowly move to it, but we need time. So like in off season, we'll sit down and go through it. So anyway, we're slowly coming to the off season. I was like, I'm just going to log in and have a look at that again. I logged in and every single item since I introduced that person and said, just have a look at it, is logged. All the finance is logged. I'm like, oh my God, this person has been working behind the scenes, logging every single order, every single inventory and all of the billing. And I've literally logged in. I'm like, I didn't even ask them to do this. And it's fucking done. Like, just whoosh. Whoosh.
So good.
Yeah, I know.
Amazing. Yeah, but you do. You give a lot. Like I've fucked up plenty of times.
Everyone's fucked up.
Everyone's
I know, but like, you know, like in some businesses, you're not a human. You're just
unless you have. My biggest thing is accountability, and this is my word of the year. If you fuck up, like a couple of our companies have that we work with in the last couple of months, own it. I'm so sorry I fucked up. Like I've got this thing with Britta and I had to teach Britta out of this. Like if you work 2 events Thursday, Friday, and you email a client Monday, never, ever, ever write, I'm sorry for the delay.
Yeah. I don't say sorry in any emails
You do not
anymore.
say sorry unless you've fucked up, because then when you actually need to say
I
sorry.
remember you telling me about this. You're like, why are you saying sorry?
When you need,
I don't say sorry
and
anymore.
I have this with Christian at the moment. Like, so my little boy
I
says
do.
sorry to me like 10 times a day.
I always say don't say
And I'm
sorry.
like, Christian, turn the TV off. Oh, sorry, Mum. I'm like, what are you sorry for? Like, do not apologize to me unless you've generally done something wrong.
Yeah.
So when Britta was not last year, maybe the year before,
Probably the year
she was
before.
emailing, sorry for the delay. I was like, no, you're not sorry. Thank you for your patience.
Yeah.
You say
Rewording.
sorry when you've fucked up and you've done something wrong, you generally, because otherwise when you do mess up, they've already heard sorry so many times. It's
Yeah.
irrelevant. So at the moment, I'm cancelling calls left, right, and centre this week because I can work, but I can't take calls from the hospital.
no.
People are in and out. So I'm emailing, hey guys, just to let you know my son's in hospital. I'm going to cancel our call. I'll come back to you Thursday. Thank you for your understanding.
Yeah.
There's no sorry. I'm not sorry I'm cancelling that call. I'm going to rebook you.
You have a son.
So like my biggest thing at the moment is everyone makes mistakes. As long as you own it and I can fix it, it's not a massive deal because if you don't make mistakes, you don't learn.
Yeah.
So some of the mistakes you've made,
some of them didn't need
you
to
will
be
never
made.
make that same mistake
No.
again. And unless you are physically fucking up one of my clients' wedding days and you have no care in the world, it's not a massive deal.
I don't know how people couldn't care. But
Everything
I think
is, well, some of them don't. and
I
this
know,
is
I
why
know.
we let
I think
people
that's
go.
like that's just who
So
I
everything
am.
behind the scenes is fixable. Like I don't even know like what mistakes you've made because they're not a massive deal to me anymore.
Oh my God, I could list them all off.
So you could, but for me,
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
already been and gone. As long as it was fixed and the client never found out about it and it didn't impact on their day, not a big deal. I mean, feeding someone something they're allergic to, that's a massive
that's a
fuck up.
massive.
I'm so sorry. It will never happen again. We didn't even get that. It was like, oh, well, it was our SOPs and this person. And I'm like, no.
There's actually been no
You
apology.
literally could have killed them.
You own it and you say
Yeah.
sorry. That is
Yeah.
when you say sorry.
Also, I think I said this to you, like in that case, you really need to offer them some kind of something else. You've lost their trust.
Yeah. At the moment, they're offering us a full
what
refund.
we said, I'm like,
That's not, they like the venue.
Yeah. Yeah.
that
Sorry.
that's-
So when you're saying
yeah.
to me, I know I've made a lot of mistakes and like that's me, like, but you haven't. You have obviously, everyone makes mistakes. We're human. You don't do everything perfectly. So
Yeah.
the biggest thing I think is we learn from it. We
Yeah.
figure out how to fix it. And you need to be a critical thinker. Like you need to be able to figure out how to fix it and not just go, the napkins. And one of the planners that we worked with would literally email that client with the napkin or whatever it was and say, they don't have the napkins.
yeah.
And then it would be up to the client to figure that out. But we want critical thinkers. And
Oh my
you
God,
can
there was
think
an
like that.
issue with the hair and makeup artist once. Oh,
They're not available anymore.
Hair and
She
makeup
double booked.
artist double booked us, so we got a refund. But there was nothing else to that email.
I've had
There
that
was-
issue this
there
year.
was nothing
Actually,
out-
it was
there
more
was
happy with the
no-
outcome.
I've checked 5 other companies and I've got 2 on
Yeah.
hold. This is similar. Like you have to present a solution. And I think that's where you're really good at. Like, yes, you're making mistakes, but you're also learning. Like you're not repeating the same mistakes.
No, I just have to learn the hard way sometimes, which is atrocious. It's just, it's just,
But you're very lucky
Human.
that we have a whole team
Yeah,
behind us.
very
So
lucky.
when you make a mistake, it's fixable.
yeah.
At the
But I've
moment.
also I think yesterday I was like, well, I'm asking you, you're in hospital, your kid.
I have a
Just send
random
that email.
question.
Yep.
So this is coming back to something we're just going to continuously
Okay.
pick on. You've been with us now. Let's say if we purely focus on your wedding planner role, how long have you been wedding planning now?
I think like 2.5.
All right. So this is like
I'm
a
scared.
hypothetical.
I'm scared.
Very hypothetical. You've been with us 2.5 years. If I fired you tomorrow, do you think you could start your own company?
No, I wouldn't even bother.
Why?
Because it takes a team and you are my knowledge. There's still things on a daily, I'm like, hang on, I don't think I need to, like, I generally will be in the right direction, but I need confirmation. That is someone's most important day of their life.
So what do you feel about our ex-staff members who you know, who have worked with us? Let's say one of them was with us for a year.
Yeah.
Actually, it was probably 15 months. 15 months has started their own company wedding planning. Before us, never wedding planned in their life.
They're going to fail. I'm sorry. Like, and I know who you're talking about, obviously.
Yeah.
I have no hard feelings towards these people. I didn't
How
really
do you
get a
feel about
relation-
this? So like,
I actually get more pissed off because I feel like
I
they've
don't care
done
that
you
they
something
want
wrong.
to do their own thing. Like I
Oh, good
fully
on you,
support
but
them.
I feel like you need to do some freelance for a few years to really get
Or
that
have some experience.
Yeah, build up. Or like work.
And you've been with us a lot longer. So the fact that you've been with us 2.5 years planning and you think you couldn't run a company.
No, because I don't have those skills. Number one, I do not have the management skills that you have computer-wise,
Yeah.
which I don't think any of the people that have gone out and started their own hoo-ha have that. Just knowing them on a admin level and cleaning up some of their mess. And not only that, I've worked in hospitality. I managed
Bars and things.
bars, all sorts. Very different to wedding planning. Very different to wedding planning in a different country. Very different to wedding planning. They're locals trying to cater to a Western market. Very different. Very
Yeah,
different
that
market.
What
is very
about for
different.
like, let's say our ex-salesperson, only ever worked in sales, never planned a wedding,
Idiot.
started their own company,
Idiot.
replying on forums, I'm a wedding planner, we'd love to help you.
You're not. You're a salesperson and you're a shit one at that. Sorry. You just sold things to get money. You sold things to get a commission. That's what he did.
So like,
Well, that's what they did.
I'm not trying to
That's what I'm
badmouth any other company. Cause,
No,
like, you
and
know,
I
you
think
do
that's
you,
a
boo.
massive.
But do you think with that, like knowing everything that goes on behind the scenes with 2.5 years experience, you're saying that you couldn't start another wedding planning company.
No,
so like
hell.
not just our staff, but other company staff who have left and now are popping up on Facebook, undercutting us, which is fine. Like you have your own prices for your own value. What do you think is going to happen with those
They're
clients
gonna
in
go
6
under.
months' time?
They're going to come to you. They're going to go to other, look, there's other amazing wedding planning services in Bali. Well, and I've said this to
this is
people,
my
it's
thing,
very
like-
a personal thing.
I am very supportive of whatever you want to do. Like if you were to like this is kind of delving into staff things, but in our contracts now, we revised all our contracts this year. We actually have a non-compete clause. So if you leave us, you can't directly compete with us for a minimum of a year because my processes,
That's very common.
my processes are like my brain, my blood, sweat and tears. I don't want you copying that and going out and doing that somewhere else.
No.
So Yanti, who's been with me for 10 years, when we presented her the new contract, because that was a new thing after all the issues, she said, Tristan, that's not fair. And I said, you know what, Yanti? I fucking love you. You were the only person. So my general manager was like, has to be in there. And I said, no, I trust Yanti. And if Yanti was to come to me and say that she's not happy, she's starting her own company, I would 100% back her because she has spent 10 years with me. That's her prerogative. I would support her. Obviously, I'm not going to be happy, but if she leaves me, that's my fault for not retaining her. So when people are leaving and starting their own companies after a year, I have genuine concerns. Like, one of these people, we're friends, and I'm like, I would support you if you just told me about it. But like,
Yeah, you would as well. That's the thing. Like,
you weren't a good wedding planner. What are you doing?
also, they couldn't follow basic procedures that you had set in
Well,
place.
we had a major issue that Britta had to clean up the pieces from, and thank God she was there that one night at a wedding because something happened and they had a major meltdown at midnight and wanted to call me. And Britta was like, no. Remember the dance
no,
floor
you don't
marquee debacle?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so like you need to be able to problem solve on your feet and you need to be able to do it without upsetting the client.
Yeah.
So I'm really curious as for you behind the scenes
they were
moving
like,
through the roles
"We need to
with
call-"
8 years of experience in Bali Brides, why you think you couldn't start another wedding planning company.
Massive thing. I don't have the management skills that you have. I do not have the ability to sit down on that computer and do what you do.
Yeah.
I can see you on spreadsheets and I'm like, what the hell? Whole nother
Tristan
level.
loves a spreadsheet.
She
I
loves
love
a
a
spreadsheet.
spreadsheet.
I
Everyone
can't
knows
work it
that.
out. I'm like, I don't understand your spreadsheet, mate. Like, I don't get it.
No, wait till you see what we're introducing this year.
Oh, my God. I'm so excited.
So excited.
So excited.
But not only that, I think like there's times where even you've asked questions and then with all this 10 years plus experience and you've had a team to fall onto. I don't think wedding planning is a one-person gig.
No.
Not at all.
I mean, this week, like thank goodness I have no weddings on this week and fingers crossed my son will be out of hospital
you
by the
will
weekend.
run yourself down.
Imagine
You
if we
will-
had weddings this week and I was a one-man band.
What
I'm
do you
sorry,
do?
I'm not leaving my son in hospital to come to your wedding. Like, my son comes to, I would hire another wedding planning company, but I've got Britta, I've got you, I've got Yanti, like, I have such a team behind me.
I also think they're very scattered and I don't think as a client you're going to feel reassured and safe in that. And I think you see these posts quite often on Facebook and they're like, oh, I'm like 4 weeks out and I haven't got my florals. And I'm like, what? Like, huh?
My biggest thing is like, anyone can start a website and reply to emails. It doesn't mean that on the day when you show up and the tables are wrong that you know how to fix that.
No, but also just
Also doesn't mean that you're not going to have a breakdown. Like, both of you have had breakdowns, mental breakdowns, but you've got me to fall back on. You've got me to fall in and say, hey, like, let me help you.
yeah.
What do you do when you don't have that experience and you're having a mental breakdown?
You have a breakdown and then your client cops it.
I had Tristan, I think it was...
I physically left a wedding and went to Britta last year because she was having a breakdown at a wedding and I just went out and had to calm her
That's
breathing
what I mean.
down.
How do you do that without a team? It's not a one-man show.
Because so many things have gone wrong and the pressure on her. And I took her outside and that's when I said to her, it's good you're crying because you care that shit's gone wrong today. And it was nothing that Britta could control. The cake had showed up wrong. Like, there was all these little things and she was so upset for the client. Yeah. It's out of your
It was
control,
the lead
babes.
up to the wedding as well. Lots of supplier issues. The DJ
The
pulling
makeup
out
artist.
last minute.
Oh my God.
There was a lot. So, like, this is my biggest thing. Like, anyone can answer an email. Anyone can be bubbly for you. But do they have the backup and can they cope when
But
shit
how
hits the
long
fan?
are they going to reply to that email after they've got your money? Like, if we don't reply to our client's email, we
Well, see,
will
this is
get
the
in
thing.
trouble.
The new companies, they can. They're like so fast because they have nothing going on. They're not out of office. They're not
Yeah.
going to meetings. They're not doing
But
anything.
that's
So
only
they're
for so
behind
long.
the scenes. That's
I
what I
also
mean.
think I don't know why this was happening to me so young in working. If you have to badmouth someone else to get customers,
Yeah.
you need to reassess what you're doing.
See, like, I'm the biggest advocate for other companies. And, like,
yeah.
on one of our upcoming episodes, we're actually going to have Desi from BVL Events has already agreed to come on the podcast and be a guest. We've got S1.E23 Society, Ungra, Jess, and potentially Wyan, who's part of, well, he's them, but he's Drunk in Love. So we've got, like, other wedding planners coming on board.
He's great.
I can tell you that there's, like, I think we've got this little community. I am very close with all the other wedding planning companies, but not all the other wedding planning companies are close to each other, if that makes sense. Like, I went and worked a massive
I don't
event
think I've
with
ever
global
heard
weddings.
you badmouth, besides people that deserve it, which I wouldn't technically call them a big wedding planning
We've
company.
never said anyone by name.
No, but
the
I never
potty
you
either.
like
Look,
you. I remember when you were training us, and you were like, "What sets us apart?" And I was like, "Well, nothing. We're no better than anyone else. It's if we go with a client or not is the difference." And everyone was like saying, "Oh, you know, we have more experience and stuff." And you're like, "No. Are you going to go say that to their face?" But that's the thing. If you have to badmouth someone and
To
try
get work.
poach someone to get work, your work isn't good enough.
100%. And see, this is like one of my biggest mindset changes the last 2 years, because my business coaches were like, and we get clients say to me, I'm talking to this company and this company, why would she choose you? I said, they're all fantastic companies you're talking to. I'm not gonna try and push you into any one
No,
company.
it's such a personal experience.
But then, like, my business coaches are like, no, but Tristan, look at everything you've built. Like, I don't know everyone. Well, I know a lot of planners personally. I know that I am the only company that has a built-in AI bot to talk to my clients 24/7.
Yeah, that was sick.
I know that I am the only company that if I fall sick today, one of my senior planners can step in and take over my wedding. Like, we have processes. So, like, I do think there's things that set us apart. But from a personal level, like, I think everyone's fantastic. And, like, I do have a very good relationship with all the other wedding planners, which, you know, not every wedding planner has. Like, we had a wedding planner a couple of days ago, and I sent out a group message. Does anyone want to go work with this wedding planner? 2 of their staff are sick. They don't have the team we do. And no one put their hand up. But then she was like, what about this person? Like, she had no one. So I said, look, leave it with me. And within an hour, I had literally spoken to 4 other wedding planning companies, and I had the owner of another wedding planning company, introduced her and had her go out and help her for the day. Like, who does that? Me.
Yeah, but that speaks volumes about the quality of your work.
Yeah.
You're not scared.
I'm not scared of other companies. Like, everyone has their own thing. And, like, honestly, me and S1.E23 Society, me and Jess are very close. And 2 days ago, she said, the warehouse is flooded. You know where to get this? Yep, give me a minute. Here you go. Here's a contact. Yeah. And we go backwards and forwards. And, like, I am so down with sharing information. Or, like, I don't think we're a good fit. You should go talk to, you know, Bali VIP. They do that better. Or I think that you're a good fit for Plan A because she wants, like, a Lampongan wedding. I don't want to do them. But I know that Tash and her team likes doing those weddings. Like, I don't want to do them. Go to them. So I'm very big on sharing that knowledge.
Yeah.
But again, like, I think this is where
I think that speaks volume about you're confident in your own work.
But I think it comes down to the bad mouthing. Like, I'm not bad mouthing these new companies. I'm just saying they have no experience. And why would you go with them over an experienced wedding planner that actually knows their shit?
Also, some of them only have the knowledge because of you.
Yeah.
I don't know how much
But
I can
they
say. Like, I'm
also
trying to,
only
like,
they only have a snippet of knowledge. Like, we
Yeah,
have
they
a
have what they
salesperson,
copied.
we have a wedding planner, we have an accountant, we have a boss. When you go into a one-man band, I didn't teach them how to boss. I didn't teach them how to problem solve. I didn't teach them how to do the accounts.
You can do accounts. Like, I don't know how Mon does that. Like, he's like, meh, meh, meh. And I'm like, what the hell just
See,
happened?
I'm like, you're dyslexic, aren't you?
Yeah.
I'm dyslexic with numbers, so I see 6 and 9 as the same thing. Or if there's like 8, 5,
Yeah, that's a word for
like
that now.
8, 5, 8, 5 or something like that, I
Yeah.
can see that as 5, 8, 5, 8. So my numbers mix up in my head, so I physically can't do accounts.
Yeah.
But I know how to do the accounts. It's just I can't do it because I make mistakes. So like, I've trained Anwar, who does accounts. I've trained Steph, who does sales. I've trained you, who does the behind the scenes. I've trained Britta, who does wedding planning and coordinating. So when you've got 6 different roles and I've trained you in one, how
do
the
you
F
do
are
all
you
of
running a company not knowing the rest of the roles?
And how do you do all those roles and give the client the amount of love that they deserve? Because I'm telling you right now, if I wouldn't be able to, like, sometimes I need help from other people. Like, you're like, how can I help you? How do you...
Well, even our sales girl today is like, Tristan, I don't know how to do this. And I said, give me until tonight and I'll come back to you.
Yeah, like, how do you get that help when it's just you?
Exactly. And I have a business coach. So even me, as the owner, I still have a business coach. So I'm like, hey, I've got this problem. How do I fix it? And then we've got a community that comes back and helps me.
Yeah.
Like, you can't do it on your own.
No.
Yeah.
I would have multiple meltdowns if I tried to do that on my own.
Yeah.
I'd be sleeping in my cupboard permanently in the little dark in the corner, like, oh.
Like shaky backwards and forwards.
Yeah.
Now, I feel like we probably do need to start wrapping up because I don't think we can do another episode today.
I don't think
Nah,
so.
we're not. I think this 2-part episode's perfect. Leah's. So if you're watching along at home,
Don't.
Leah
I've been waiting for this
does
stuff
all of
for
our artwork for the podcasts. That's also part of her role.
Yes.
She does that artwork. So I don't know what. We need a cute photo of the three of us. Maybe we can take it at the wedding on this weekend.
Yeah.
I've got to try and not be a dinosaur.
We've spoken
Yeah,
about this.
so Leah's
I know.
getting married this weekend.
Maybe.
That's
if
our
you get
final thing. So the
to
next thing, we're going to have a
sit
recap
together.
on Leah's wedding. So Leah was supposed to be getting married, and then it was not getting married, and then it was. What's going on? Like, give us a tea, Leah.
Listen, that's fine. None of my family listens, so let's go.
Let's go. Spill the
Strap
tea
it in.
Spill the tea on your own wedding, because this is probably a very good perspective on you're a wedding planner in Bali. Obviously, you've got a team behind you.
Yeah, I'm
Tell
a
me
bit
about planning
spicy
your
as
own
well,
wedding,
though,
because
so-
I've explained spicy.
ADHD autistic.
Yeah, so that's what we call
so
spicy.
Very, very straight black and white thinking in some situations.
And also, I can't concentrate on one thing at once.
yeah, nah. I think I was walking down. I was like, oh, butterfly. And I was like, shit, Leah. On task, on task.
You were at the site visit table. You're like, oh, butterfly.
I was like, oh, pretty butterfly. And I was like, on task, Leah. But
Your
what-
brain works a bit differently.
Yeah, it does. It does. Very differently. It just likes to do its own thing. But originally it was always going to be small. We've both been married before.
Can we just first of all, like we recapped on when you
Oh
got
my God.
engaged. When did we decide to have this wedding?
Oh, Jamie decided we're getting married before he even proposed.
Yeah, but when did you actually pick a date for the wedding?
I don't know, before like January, December last year.
Yeah.
He
So-
picked the date.
So like 7 months, 8 months
It
before.
was in our calendar for
It's
ages.
before
Was it?
they even the
Let's-
ring was getting made.
Oh,
because the
actually, I
ring had to
deleted
get
it
made.
because we got cancelled.
You got cancelled.
No, I put it on the calendar and then we cancelled it from the calendar. So I don't even know if the original date's on here.
Ah.
No, it was always
When's your wedding?
September.
This weekend.
This
Yeah, I know it
weekend.
was, but
This
we put it on the
Sunday.
calendar when you told us, and then we cancelled it from the calendar because we cancelled the wedding.
Yep.
7 months ago, it was put into the calendar. Okay, so
Okay.
it's still the same.
Still the same.
So in September, in February, we put this on the calendar. You got engaged in,
March.
yeah. So 7 months
Got
ago,
divorced in December.
Leah booked in her wedding. Tell us about your wedding planning process.
Well, it's still going. I don't care. Like, I care about other people's wedding more than mine. It'll be a jolly old time. But I was originally, so it was always going to be sport. Both been married before. I'm also a bit of a bitch. So if you can't make an effort for me, I'm not going to make an effort for you.
All right. So I'm just going to for all those DIY brides at home who
Don't
are
do it, Leah.
I'm going to plan my own wedding and you are not a wedding planner. Let's just run through Leah's wedding. So Leah, have you got a celebrant?
Yeah, you.
Let me just put this in. I am not a celebrant. We've touched on this. Legally, I'm not allowed to be a celebrant. However,
Leah's a bit.
Leah had a celebrant booked in. Leah cancelled her celebrant. And then she said to me a week ago, you're going to be a celebrant for me, right? And I was like, well, no, because you booked someone else. And she said, oh, but I cancelled them.
Well, I
Can
feel
you
like
do
we need to tell them the whole story.
it?" You didn't book me. Did you book me?
No, I didn't. I thought I messaged you.
All right, so we're just going to go through the checklist. So celebrant,
But
technically.
wait.
I'm going to stand up and talk. But aren't I supposed to be your flower girl / champagne girl?
Yep.
So I'm walking down the aisle and then I'm going to lead the ceremony.
Yep. Well,
We don't know. See, this thing, her wedding's in a couple of days. All right, do you have a photographer?
Yep.
Videographer?
No, don't want one. I'll
Hair-
never watch that
hair and
video.
makeup?
Well, yep, thanks you.
Yep.
I did try to
Entertainment?
cancel that. Yes, I do. I've even
Okay.
got a saxophone
So
player.
these are your key suppliers, very easy to book. Do you have a florist?
Yep.
Easy to book. Do you have sound system booked?
Yep. Only because I know.
Yep. Do
Again?
you have lighting booked?
Yeah,
Yep,
only because I know.
When did we do that?
When I booked the DJ, made it a little...
No. When did we book your lighting?
Thursday last week in the office.
Yeah, Thursday last week.
I also
Okay.
want to change that.
Do you
but
have
anyway.
a floor plan?
Yeah, I do. I did that last night.
Last night, we did a floor plan last night. Do you have a run sheet?
Nah.
So when,
Have
on
you
the
chosen
day,
cake flavours? Nah.
cake flavours, catering's booked. That's pretty easy.
Have I sorted stationery?
Where's the speakers going to go?
Look, this was me there at 4
Okay.
a.m. this morning.
So you're a wedding planner, and I just want to point out to
I've
people
never
at home.
seen the venue. Yeah, you can't do it.
You cannot plan a wedding by yourself.
Nah.
Leah is a wedding planner, and Leah is still. I was supposed to run through things on Sunday with you, but obviously I
Yeah,
went to
obviously,
hospital,
yeah.
so it hasn't been done yet. Thank goodness it's small. We're going to be able to do this with a few days' notice. It's not possible to plan your wedding by yourself at home, guys.
Also, if you haven't seen the venue, like logistically, I could probably work it out.
Well,
but I know it's
I
not
sent
gonna
you
sit
3 floor
properly.
plans a few months ago of where things should go.
and I
what.
don't think it's gonna like logistically for me. I don't think I'm gonna have to switch the bar. Like I've got a temporary tattoo bar.
Well,
and stuff.
I've
like,
booked you a couple of freelancers who are ex-Bali Bride
Yeah.
staff. Like, again, I've got a good relationship with most of our ex-Bali Bride staff that can
which,
coordinate.
number one, again, I openly said I don't want to be sitting there directing people on my wedding day. Like,
Yeah, and you also don't speak Indonesian.
Nah.
So, like, Echo, like, even the other day when we booked your
Yeah,
lighting in, I had
also.
to get Robbie to come translate.
yeah,
So, like, now that we've kind of established that as a wedding planner, you still need help. Where's your wedding at? What's going on? Tell us the tea.
Okay, well, what happened was, excuse me, you listening to my tea?
Yes, I am.
It's boiling kettle.
What's the teapot noise?
No, it's like,
You know, when
Yeah,
it's like you
me
put it on the
stuff.
thing and it, my brain is, yes, that one. Okay.
of course I can come up
The
with sound.
kettle is going off. Listen.
Robbie's just sending me photos of cleaning my scooter.
Oh, slay,
I
Robbie.
love him.
Can you go clean mine?
Yeah, what?
Well, mine's been at the mechanic.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Oh, yeah. We originally invited like 40 people. We told people before we were engaged,
Wait, in January.
like in December
Okay, cool.
last year. We told my family and his family September next year because we were able. Jamie's got a son that lives in a different state. He gets him in school holidays. Obviously, the school holidays he gets him in isn't good weather in Bali. We were always going to do in Bali. It was a no-brainer. 40 people were invited. That was bare minimum. Just family, close family. My family just complained about it constantly. And I just had enough. Once again, when I say I'm spicy, very black and white thinking. So this
nah,
probably
done.
wouldn't. Yep, that's literally what happened. And then his family just said, "Oh no, we don't want to go to Bali." One lied to our face and said that they didn't have the money, and then one brought a truck. So that was cute. And I was like, and the other one lied about the allowances.
So is this when the wedding got cancelled?
Yeah. And the final straw was my sister told me after carrying on for months and months about flights and stuff that my nephew wasn't going to be able to come. I don't care about them. I care about my nephew. Like, if he can't come, what's the point?
Yeah.
And that was the final straw. And, like, obviously my dad fell quite
Very
ill
ill,
with
yeah.
lung cancer, so he couldn't come. I'm not close to my dad, so that wasn't a big
I was going to
thing.
say, because I've known you like 10 years.
Yeah,
I've
it
never
wasn't a
met your
big
dad.
thing
That's
for
weird.
me, but like on the same day it was a date. My sister literally casually texted me saying, "Oh, it's just me coming. Positive notes that can help you on the day." And I was like, what?
me with what?
Hang on. Rewind. Where's Harry? I don't care about you. Like, I love you, but where's Harry? Like, he's
Yeah.
the star of the show. And I was like, no, I'm done. I just looked at Jamie and I was like, I'm done.
Yeah.
I was like, why are we spending? I think, look, also extravagant. I had been given a budget of 30 grand. I didn't need it, but I probably would have gone overboard. Like, I would have gone and got a stylist and done the florals because we all know how much I love flowers and plants. I just said, I'm not doing this. Like, this is stupid. So I was like, meh, I'm cancelling. Obviously.
So we cancelled the wedding.
We cancelled the wedding. And then Leah had a moment to cool down and not be such a hothead. And then realised, you're probably going to lose all those deposits, Leah.
Not probably. You weren't
are.
getting, even
100%
as a
was.
wedding planner, you were not getting those
Oh, I was
deposits
100%
back.
never getting
like,
them back.
Everything was paid.
Yeah, and I was like, all right, we'll just go.
It's not like a little thing like, no, everyone's keeping your money. She's a wedding planner. She's got the relationship. She still wasn't getting
no,
the
I wasn't getting the money back. I wasn't even going to ask.
Yeah.
Like, that's
It's terms and conditions.
yeah, that's black and white.
Yeah.
Like, sorry.
Did you take out wedding insurance?
No.
Oh, Leah.
What was I going to say? I changed my mind. I want my money.
No, you'd make up an excuse and we'd back you.
Yeah.
No, we wouldn't. We would not do
wouldn't.
that. We
That's-
would
that's
never do
fraud.
that.
No.
That's insurance fraud.
We would never do that.
No. Cut, edit. So it was $7,000 for the villa. And I kind of woke up one night, as I do. And I woke Jamie up and I said, are we really going to waste $7,000 on a holiday? And he was like, typically Jamie, babe, I just do whatever you want. And I was like,
Tilt
fucking
man.
make your mind up. I said,
He's like, I'm not planning it, so.
yeah, it's a,
You're the
literally-
wedding planner.
Yeah, literally. I'm going to throw something at your head, mate. He did go buy candles. That was good of him.
Did he measure them?
No, he did buy the ones that bleed, though, because they bleed red. So that
That
was
wedding's
cute.
going to traumatize me.
Yeah, I don't understand the candle situation. I do not get it. So I said, okay, if I spend $10,000 on the wedding, might be slightly over. He doesn't know that. Shh. Can we spend the $20,000 on Tokyo and go to Disneyland? And originally we did look into eloping at Disneyland as well.
And I said I wanted to come because I missed
Yeah.
your first wedding.
Yeah, and that was big. That was actually a big part of my decision because I was like, do you know what? Tristan stood by my side through more than what they have.
I planned your first wedding. I missed your second wedding. Well,
We organised the engagement.
Your first wedding didn't happen. Like I
Look,
wanted
guys,
to.
it's been-
Well,
it's
you
been a-
rang me when like your last marriage. Obviously, it was COVID. I don't know. Was it rushed? I can't remember. But for whatever reason, you got married and the borders were shut. And you rang me, and I was like, "Why am I not there?" And you were crying.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was an emotional day. So I was like, I was pissed that there was like a possibility that I
But it's
wasn't
also
coming.
been like you've also done a lot for me over the years that like I think I would call you before I'd call some of my family members. And there was also a dynamic in my family that was being forced upon me inviting someone, and that was a real big. And I was like, you are not respecting that this is a solid boundary.
Yeah, I remember.
And like, I don't know, obviously, you know, I've suffered with mental health over the years. Like I've come a long way to who I was 10 years ago.
We both have. Like
And
you've seen me in my lowest points. Like we've come a long way.
And
We're
it's
grown-ups
been
now.
hard work, and it's hard work putting in boundaries, and it's hard work sticking to those boundaries, especially when people caving. And I just said, well, they don't care about me. Realistically,
Yeah.
they don't care.
Yeah.
If I said some stupid thing like I'm cancelling my wedding, you'll be like, okay, like
Which we
I
did.
support you. Yeah, like
And-
no questions about it. Okay,
I
are
cancelled.
you okay?
I cancelled the day coordinator because I knew that there was the opportunity to take the other work. But
Yeah.
anything I'd paid for, I didn't cancel. I was like, well, we'll figure out.
No,
what
no. I
happens
think
later.
Britta said, well, I don't think she actually cancelled Ronnie because she knows what you're like.
Yeah.
We could have used something with it. We could have gone out.
You
You
know,
know?
a day.
Yeah, well, and then I was like, why am I catering to people? And I think this is a big thing, especially working in the industry. A lot of brides forget it's actually about you and the groom.
Yeah.
Like my mother said to me, oh, it's about me too. And I said, it's not about you, mate. You're not getting married. I am.
Yeah, exactly.
She just couldn't comprehend that. So that's why I was like, nah, do you know what? I'd rather just have you guys there. We didn't tell the kids until they got to Bali. And then my daughter called my sister yesterday and told her. And I was like, Billy.
Yeah. Whoops.
I think they know. I think they know it's going to happen.
Well, look,
They know what I'm like.
I was going to say anyone that knows you probably knows it's going to happen.
Yeah. And I just said, well, I'm not wasting this money.
I've already spent it. It's not my fault
Yeah.
you didn't come.
And Jamie was willing, like, God bless him, useless human being. Beautiful heart.
He's good at
Yeah.
Beautiful man. Beautiful, soft man. He was like, babe, I'll just cop it. Don't worry about it. I'll just pay for it. Doesn't matter. I want you to be happy. And that's when I was like, nah, fuck him. And that's
It's
when-
already booked. We'd already started planning it.
Yeah.
Let's go.
And I was like, let's
So
make
we're going to have a beautiful little
Yeah.
staff day
Yeah.
on Sunday supporting you.
Essentially, that's all it is. Like, well, then we looked into an engagement
Oh my
party, you
God.
know.
I hope I'm out of hospital by then.
I know.
I've just come
I
like
know, it's fine. If you can't, you can't. Like,
well, no, like I've already teed up RU, so RU's already working. So even if I come to the wedding and go straight back to the hospital, like I'll be there.
can we get him a nurse?
Well, no, RU's there. Well, no, it's more if he's still in hospital. If he's
Yeah.
at home, it's not a big deal. But the problem is he's still in hospital. And
Yeah, I would, but I also wouldn't expect you to come.
no, of course I'd come. Like my thing is like I
This
like,
is what I mean.
honestly,
Like my
like,
family can't be
he's-
bothered getting on a plane.
like, yes, he's still sick, but he's better than he was.
Yeah, I know what
and
you
I'm
mean,
not
like,
like besides
you're
the
not
doctor that
concerned that
I'm waiting for a
something's-
doctor today,
yeah.
which is why I keep looking at my phone because we're waiting for a doctor to come consult and I'm not there.
You're not
And it's
scared
the
he's going
only-
to plummet down.
I'm not scared he's not going to plummet. He's like, we're just waiting for
Yeah.
him to get better. So
Yeah.
I obviously, as a solo mum, I have to be at the
Yeah.
hospital for him because he can't sleep by himself. He has to have someone with him at all times. But it's not like Saturday, Sunday, Monday where it was like consults with doctors
Yeah.
and what's going on. We know what's going on. We need him to get better. He's not getting better. So like
Yeah.
me leaving today, I was like, oh, well, I'll come back at 6 and then
Yeah.
I'll send the nanny home. So like your wedding, I will be there. If
look.
he's in hospital, I will come out for the day and then I'll just go back to the hospital. I won't stay the night and I won't come out the night before. I won't get my hair
we
and
were
makeup done. But I'll be there. We need to work out your ceremony script.
Yeah, well, that will happen. I got my dress now. It's all right. I left my dress behind as well. That was a nonchalant, like, oh, it'll be right. Someone will
Right,
bring it.
Can we have the tea of like you're a wedding planner? What are your suppliers? Tell us who you've picked and who you've recommended and why you've picked them.
I don't want to because some of them wouldn't be my.
Okay, cool. Let's not talk about
Yeah,
your wedding
that's true,
suppliers.
actually.
Let's
Yeah.
talk about your wedding suppliers afterwards when we do a review.
Because there was someone that I wanted, but because I cancelled, I couldn't have them.
I know who that is and I know why. So that's fine. Anyway, we've got your wedding this weekend. So let's just wrap it up because we are probably way over time on this episode, which is now split into 2 episodes.
Yeah.
That's why Leah can't come here often.
No, you know what? You're here like we said we're going to do a meet the team and you're obviously remote. So we had a lot more to run through and a lot like this. We do a monthly recap and normally it's a month, but it's been 2 months. So
Yeah.
It's been a lot.
Yeah.
But anyway, thank you for joining, Leah.
Yeah.
Next episode, we were going to film it now, but I'm exhausted. I think
Yeah,
we go
we're gonna
home.
go home.
I don't know what the next episode is. It's going to be a good one. We are actually going to get Soiree Society in as well as Drunken Love to chat about catering and bars and all those things. And a future episode coming up, we have just got Unga-san. What's her official role now? She's been promoted. Sasha from Unga-san is
Sasha.
coming in. Wedding director.
Yes,
I think that's a role. She got promoted recently. So Sasha from the Ungasam, one of Bali's top venues, is going to be coming in and joining with us.
And we're also getting
and on the same
content
episode,
creation.
we are getting Yudi from
Soul Social creator.
So future episodes coming up, amazing. Thank you so much for joining us for another
Are you right?
another episode.
Thank you so much for joining us for another episode, and we'll see you in a fortnight.
Woo!